Welcome to a demonstration of FBO Director and our integration with FlightBridge. My name is John Nelson. I'm president of Ascenta Labs and have a long history of software development in the aviation industry, formerly owning FBO Manager and also working at Epic Aviation, managing the Compass system. This breadth of experience has led my company to develop an integration between our point-of-sale software and the leading concierge tool for flight departments and FBOs called FlightBridge. What you see on the screen right now is our main dashboard screen within the FBO Director software, showing a variety of open invoices that are available for editing. And here we have a tab of reservations that would show from FlightBridge. I'm going to go ahead and add a new reservation in the FlightBridge system. And as we add and update details between the two systems, they will stay synchronized and be available for additional exchange of information, such as marking services complete or not complete between the two applications. So what you see here within FlightBridge is I have a November 5656 Romeo transient customer. Going to mark him as arriving today, departing tomorrow. Arrival time I'll put in as 1900 hours tonight, and tomorrow we'll have him leaving at 900 hours. We can make notes. These are notes that will show in the system. We can go ahead and mark something, save it and close it if we want inside of FlightBridge, and using their system we will actually see that show today, right here, November 5656 Romeo, arriving in the system with notes. We can go a step further and mark services that will be required. So we could say he requires a hotel, catering, and go ahead and mark him for fuel. Catering orders can get quite complex, so we could put 3 box lunches, beverages, linens, silverware, and whatever else we might want to put. And we can just leave that as is. Of course, the user here can mark things as book catering, etc. if they want to do that. Fuel, I can put in 150 gallons aside, and I can add other notes as desired. Again, if we go back to the reservations request schedule in FlightBridge, we'll see that pending. Or we can look at the full reservation schedule, which I know looks a little bit overwhelming, but we can scroll down here to the end and we'll see our catering and fuel requests showing. If we now switch to FBO Director, you'll see that that same request is instantly showing on our screen. We've got the tail number showing in red. We've got the arrival time of the aircraft, the fuel, the hotel, and the catering. And then we have some bubble notes here that show the special notes that were entered. If I take my mouse and click on this on the bubble, reservation details, these are notes that will show in the system. Fuel, 150 gallons aside, catering, 3 lunches. So the other symbols that we see here is the checkbox piece. This will show you the specific items, and a CSR can go ahead and mark changes to this. So I can go ahead and mark the fuel as in progress, or I could mark the, here I'll mark the catering as confirmed, and I'll mark the fuel as not started, and update the reservation. The other thing that we see on the main screen is the tail number right now is in red, 5656 Romeo. What that means is that tail number does not exist in our system. So I can click the aircraft, I can choose a particular customer, Tony Soprano, and I can assign the make and model of that aircraft to be available to us. I can go ahead and save that, and we've now taken the information that came in from FlightBridge, have it assigned to a customer, and we know what services are required. As I said, we also marked the catering as started, and you'll see here that the status changed to be confirmed, and you can see that by the highlight on the box. The next piece that gives this value is we can go ahead and invoice the reservation. So from this, we can either have an open ticket in FBO Director, or we can start with one in FlightBridge. I can go ahead and add items. So in this particular instance, we had fuel. I'm going to pull that fuel off of Jet Truck 1, enter my ending meter reading, 89 gallons in this case. I could go ahead and add the catering ticket to the invoice, update that information, put in a price. I can have catering markup, which will apply the markup price to that, and we can add other information to the ticket as desired. Of course, remember the view reservation was right here, same as on the main screen. I can say that the fuel has been delivered or completed, and I can say that the catering has been completed and update the reservation. At the end of the ticket, I can go ahead and accept payment. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and just take it as a credit card offline. And what this will allow me to do then is mark that to an American Express, save that ticket. We've saved everything on the ticket, and we're updating the reservation information in FlightBridge. At the same time, we can use our digital signature pad and capture a signature. And of course, we can print the ticket, and like always, we can either print to an 8.5 by 11 with our watermark stamp on here and the details of the transaction. Or if you are using 3-inch printers, we can actually print out on a 3-inch printed receipt also. But what you're interested in seeing is the reservation itself, and notice now that same reservation's right here with catering and fuel, and we have payment information that's been updated. And so our payment information shows the URL for the ticket that can be printed, and the flight department has instant access to that ticket right there on the screen, right out of FlightBridge. So we have shown you full round trip capabilities between FBO Director and FlightBridge.